before, and all my audio settings got reset for some reason. Great.
I see.
But now we're fine. Now we're good. Okay.
All right. So if you didn't hear
Hello,
any
stream. Eric, say all your amazing stories all over again. Why, Eric? You've been busy. How was Gen
Hey!
Con?
I have been gone for 2 weeks. I was at Gen Con and then I was at vacation. Gen Con was nice. It was a little unusual, perhaps, because we're still having COVID. The con staff took it very seriously. We had to get these vaccine bracelets that involve standing in line to show your vaccine card and prove that you've been vaccinated. But that's not a perfect prevention. Also, all the con areas had all masks all the time. And even so, there were still people who caught COVID at Gen Con, which is terrible. And I hope they feel better soon.
Yeah, apparently B-Dave got COVID.
Yeah. I saw B-Dave at Gen Con. I do have a picture in which you can see that he is indeed taller than me. He is 2 inches taller than me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we put a normal sized person in the picture for scale.
What's your height in comparison to Dwayne with University Bookstore?
I think Dwayne and I are comparably tall. I think Dwayne might be 6'8". It's hard to say exactly.
Well, I mean, so he's a guy who likes to converse close to you.
Mhm.
So like even more so than other people who are taller than me, my sense of Dwayne is like so.
Yeah.
I mean,
He looms.
there's no differentiation at that point.
It's true. So, what have you rascals been up to while I was gone?
Oh my goodness.
You played an entire campaign.
Yep. Yeah.
Mhm.
We've been doing a series of one shots. I think last week we had like a coffee shop, like a business simulation type one shot, and then the week before that we did a reality show one. It's kind of like Shark Tank, playing with viewers. We have some very talented viewers with some really cool characters out there.
Yeah, that was fun.
Excellent. Yeah, I have never been disappointed by the creativity of our audience.
Yeah, so DM Artemisia is getting like really cheap building materials.
Yeah.
You're repairing for our house.
Awesome.
Hey, how's it going, Brian? Brian says hello to us.
Oh yeah.
How's Brian feeling? Because he got sick. How are you feeling, Brian? Anyway, there's a delay. He'll get back to us. I think I can probably make the chat work since we don't have Roll20, since I don't anticipate Artemisia rushing into battle.
For some reason.
I mean, maybe blasting something with lightning. That seems reasonable.
Yeah. Well, I do have my dice in case I need to like roll persuasion or something. The question is which dice I should. Well, I could get my little pen for my metal dice.
Well,
North Foundry.
I have my North Foundry dice as well.
Ooh,
ditto.
Aaron and I got to hang out with a fellow named Eric who works for Norse Foundry, and he was real cool.
Eric's
didn't give us more dice, but they're really happy,
wow.
so I don't begrudge him.
I mean, we already have dice, so here I'm going to get my metal dice pen.
It's true.
If I can reach it with my cord. There it is. My sister made this for me.
Yeah.
Nice.
Those folks worked real hard during the con and were busy basically all the time.
Rhiannon, you and Aaron get cool stuff from your sisters. It makes me jealous. Aaron was showing off like a jumpsuit that her sister made her.
Oh, wow.
I maintain that because, of course, there's no competition between us. I could be just as skilled as those sort of things if I wasn't writing.
Right.
Towards writing. So,
yeah.
And the sister does not write. Well, she does technical writing for her day job, but she does not write fiction, so she can learn woodworking and stuff. So.
Gotcha. So, I mean, we got an Artemisia one shot today, and I mean, is it a coincidence that the Spelljammer set dropped today? Theories abound.
What I wanted to do is I have a new tie-in vignette for Artemisia. And when I say vignette, I mean that I wasn't worried about like finishing off a character arc, because this is probably going to be like 10,000 words, which is longer than any vignette should be. But it is not done yet. But sometime, Eric, if you have time, I could use your Skaha read on it.
Yeah, all right.
To make sure that I'm capturing her.
Happy to do that.
It's sort of continuing on. If anybody here has read Trace of Hatred, which was one of the other vignettes I did, it sort of follows on from that idea. So
nice.
Excellent.
Yeah, I know
one of these days it'll be up free.
I know people have been enjoying those, so it's more good stuff to look forward to.
Got some cool stuff coming up too. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but we're talking about some really neat games behind the scenes that we're going to be announcing shortly, I hope.
Yeah, a whole variety of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we've only been doing, what, like 3 weeks? 1, 2. We've only been doing 2 weeks, really, of one-shots. This will be the third one-shot we're running, and then we have a 2-shot, and then it looks like 3 more one-shots and another 2-shot so far on our schedule. That's a lot.
That's why that's why I was like, we got to get the talented in, because he's keeping track of all this stuff for us as Yang Yang. So
yes.
I was gonna say we locked down something for the 24th. I'll remind myself. It'll be fine.
Oh yeah. So real quick, we do have 2 giveaways today. As always, we have the amazingly generous Phoenix Dice giving away a set of dice of your choice plus a dice tray of your choice from their website. So that is !ticket to enter for that one. And we also have a book that we're giving away today called A Ragged Magic, also starring a character named Rhiannon. So today
is just weird. I can't like do that little blurb.
Right. But I felt like it was very appropriate because today is the Rhiannon one-shot, and the book is also featuring a character named Rhiannon, so it's just like Rhiannon all the way down.
No. I'm the only one with that name. Nobody in my sphere can have it. That book, we'll pretend it.
You're Rhiannon Prime. You're Rhiannon number 1.
There we go.
Yeah.
Look, this character is clearly named after you, Rhiannon. So it's like an homage.
I mean, I guess if I was named Elizabeth or something, I would be like, it's everywhere. Don't care.
Yeah.
If you were named Elizabeth, would you go around telling other Elizabeths that they need to be known by one of the many shorter versions of Elizabeth? Like you just start calling people Lizzie and Betty and Beth and Liza.
I don't know that I could impose nicknames on other people, man. I don't know. Nicknames are kind of weird for me. Like I have my sort of like, when I was a teen, I had a like gaming handle that had nothing to do with my, actual name. But as far as like, elementary school, high school, like nicknames of my name, I never had any. So I'm like, how work? Real strange. Don't do it. Occasionally at work, somebody like doesn't want to type on Teams, and they're like, RHI. I'm like, no, that is no. Stop. Incorrect.
Has anyone ever called you Riri?
I don't think anybody has ever tried, because I think they could sense in their soul the danger that there lies. I did have somebody in high school tried Ree for a while, just one Ree, and I was like, no.
Really though?
Annan? I don't know. People do love trying to make names as short as possible. They just want that one syllable nickname.
They can't get the original right, so I think that they have to get that right first and then start to nickname me. Yeah. I did have somebody that would when doing critiques, make all the character names into like shorter forms, and I forget when it was. I think it was like a character named like Matt, or and she went with Maddie, and I was just like, stop, seriously, no, it was John, and she went to Johnny. I'm like,
oh, interesting.
Stop. Like, I get that like you're typing real fast and you're like trying to save some time, but this is clearly not that anymore because Johnny has more letters than John. This is clearly just your like shtick. And I was like, I don't need your shtick in my critique.
Or your shit. We don't want any of that either.
Well, that too.
Rats with Wings writes, can you tell that all Elizabeths have a strong preference? Don't call a Betty Liz, or there will be trouble. And then Rumpus says, I had a Barbara recently let me know in no uncertain terms that she was not Barb.
Yeah, you gotta be careful about these things.
My names are pretty easy.
Right.
Very few people mix up Eric, although they often spell it wrong. It's usually with a C. Occasionally it's with a CK.
That's a weird one.
It is odd. I do have a number of people who I work with and have known for years who call me Scott, thinking that that's my first name. And
wait, why?
It doesn't help that I answer to it. So like they never learn, right?
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe they think Scott is just a cooler name. I don't know. Anyway, and I have on occasion been called Debbie, which is kind of weird.
Oh, okay.
I had a phone solicitation that was looking for a Debbie Eric. Does she live there, Debbie Eric? And I'm like, well, you tried. Okay.
Right. Yeah. Bless your heart. That's when you say bless your heart. It's one of the good uses of it. I have tons of nicknames growing up. I personally actually like them because I feel like I like it when they're creative. People do all sorts of like interesting things with my name because of the repetitious nature of it. I hear all sorts of like interesting variations.
Yeah.
I myself have adopted Yang 2 or Yang squared. I've heard Y squared, Y2 Wang. Then there's like direct translations of my name. My name kind of loosely means like King of the Sun or King of Sunlight.
Nice.
Yeah. So I had like a gym teacher called me like Sun King, you know, like I enjoy them all.
In the late 90s, did people refer to you as Y2K?
No. They called me they just call me like Y2 Wang.
Y2 Wang.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I feel like, I mean, you know, fantasy cultures, and then I'm sure various real world cultures too, there's the name that you like come up with yourself. And whether that like is, you know, expected or unexpected varies by the culture. But I feel like you can kind of do that if there's enough choice with the nicknames usually for your name in that culture. Like Elizabeth has so many different like variations, but I'm much more in favor of like if the nicknames for your given name don't fit, then just like something totally off the wall. I mean, my gamer handle was a character I played that was just like a name that I enjoyed. So, and that feels more like, even though it's not like the fantasy culture, it's where it's like the name of the thing you're good at, you're a writer, but it's just a name that I picked. I still like it better. Not that I dislike my name. It's a good name.
It is. I like your name. That was neat.
I thought I was almost my family, but apparently, like I asked my mother at one point, and that was my sister was almost my family. Which, if you think that no one can spell Rhiannon or Siobhan, my family, no one can spell that.
Yeah, totally.
Except if you're like a huge Decemberists fan. There's one of their songs has lyrics about my family.
Yeah, Rumpet says, oh, so Meyer Duck says, okay, Sunny Boy. Yeah, okay, yeah, I haven't heard that one. I like it. Rumpet Superior says, I feel like it's an ironclad rule that nobody gets to pick their own nickname. Yeah, I agree with that one.
Yep. Oh, okay. I think that's bullshit.
Well, okay. There's a distinction between nicknames and chosen names. If you pick a name that you want to be known by, that's not really your nickname. That's just your name, right?
Okay. So I guess by that logic, I don't have any nicknames.
Hey, there you go.
That's the way you want
I'm
it.
good with that.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm for it.
You're living the life you want. Mission success. You did it.
When I was growing up, I literally had a soccer coach who would call me Slim because that was a nickname that you would give to tall people sometimes, which is weird.
Yeah, there's all those baseball nicknames that I grew up with hearing, and I don't know. I haven't heard them recently in modern baseball. I don't know if it's out of style or if it still happens. I just don't notice it. Like
Yeah,
Slugger,
I'm not
Ace,
sure. I'm not sure
Tiger.
baseball still happens. You're right. Like, oh wait, that wasn't what you were saying. Oh.
No, I just mean that. Yeah, just the nicknames.
I do sometimes like to tell people that when they're telling me about baseball. I'm like, oh, there are still people who watch baseball. Oh, okay.
There are people who watch all sports. Sports still exist.
So when I was at Gen Con, I saw on ESPN in the background at the restaurant I was at that there was the National Cornhole Championship.
Oh, nice.
Yes, not everyone knows what cornhole is, but it's that game where you throw the bean bags and you try and get through the hole in the kind of slanted thing at the other end.
I love
I did
cornhole.
learn that until adulthood, and
Same.
like I know everybody thinks it sounds vaguely dirty, but like having not known it until adulthood, I'm just like, there is no like association with the like regular meaning for me. It just sounds dirty. So I'm always
That's right.
like, what?
I just associate with drinking. Honestly, I just associate with bars. I associate with like beer pong, darts, that kind of stuff.
Can I point out that it's really wild that people play darts in bars?
Yeah.
Where you're expected to be a little bit tipsy when you play darts, really. Like it's part of the uniform is a beer in your hand.
Yeah.
And like you can really hurt somebody with those things.
Yeah, I once definitely saved a person who like drunkenly, casually tried to walk like across the dartboards while people were actively playing. It's like one of those moments where you see them out of the side of your eye, and then you just so happen to like pass your check, and you just grab them right before they go to the line of fire. Didn't appreciate it. They just redirected them, and then they just walked away.
Applaud you.
Yeah, thanks. I think they just didn't realize like what was happening at all. They were so out of it.
Doing the right thing.
That's interesting. Has my volume been getting louder? Because
no, it seems to be pretty steady now.
Sounds pretty normal to me.
All right, I will attempt not to type because I put it down in Zoom and then it came back up. So and none of the like auto things are checked. So who even knows? If it's not a problem, I'm not going to worry about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Computer is achieving sentience.
Quick, give it a name.
Actually, it does have a name. I don't remember what this one was.
It can't give itself a nickname. You have to do
that. Well, so after Gen Con, do you have any other conventions coming up, Eric? Are you going to go to Emerald City Comic Con?
I wasn't planning to. I mean, I enjoy Emerald City, but it's not really like I'm mostly just kind of wandering around and looking at things for a while, and it's a lot of effort to get in if that's all I'm going to do. But yeah, Gen Con is a great opportunity to meet up with a lot of people that I don't see all that often.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just real quick because the graphic is up. It just came into the carousel. The command for entering to win a copy of Ragged Magic is !enter. And the command to win a set of dice is !ticket. So Aaron actually has a panel at ECCC. So if anybody's in the Seattle area this Thursday,
take a look.
Yeah, she's got a really cool one.
And by this Thursday, you mean tomorrow?
Yep, tomorrow.
Okay, just checking. Linear time has been hard this week.
Yeah, totally.
As of this recording, Aaron is on a panel at ECC tomorrow, and you should definitely check it out if you're going.
It's called Magical Misadventures, and it will be about examine ancient artifacts, embrace the philosophy of the drow, forge weapons and relationships, and discover the magical creatures of the kingdom of Lyrica with Aaron M. Evans, R.A. Salvatore, Tricia Levenseller, and Arne Flores.
Sounds really great.
Yeah, sounds fun. 3:30, check it out. Maybe they'll be streaming it online. Who knows?
Oh, did my internet just blip out there? It looked like it did.
Oh, I mean, you're talking to us now, so.
Yeah, you look fine to me.
Okay. Yeah, my internet's not necessarily super reliable, which is crazy because I pay a lot of money to make it reliable.
Oh, wow.
I think I need to get a new computer is what I need to do. And I know what you're going to say.
Yes.
I know what you're going to say, which is yes, do it. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I will eventually.
Are you thinking that about everybody's computer, Yang Yang? Who never told me to get a new one?
Oh, he's a pusher. Like if you say, I'm thinking about buying new tech, he'll go, yes, do it. This is what you need to do.
I'm just excited for when people get new toys.
I see. You're like my father.
Yes. I mean, you did help me buy all those computer parts once upon a time. You know, I'm really into like.
Yeah, I was just like, oh yeah, I made the connection now. I buy like laptops off the shelf, man, if they feel good for like typing.
Good way of doing it. But if you ever do want to build a computer, know who to come to.
All right.
Just 1 minute left. We can fill 1 minute. Here. And we won't even have to talk about Spelljammer. I'm not somebody who's into like gaming mechanics and like the newest source books. So I was like, oh, they're gonna want to talk about it. And I'm like, that's fine. They can talk about it. You won't have anything to say. But
I purposely did not really bring it up because I didn't sense a lot of enthusiasm. But I, for one, am excited about it. And I love all the things in it, especially space clowns and space blobs and giant miniature space hamsters.
With most like of that material, I would totally enjoy playing it. It sounds neat. It sounds fun. I do not give a crap to read about it. I will crack a book if I need to like look something up so that I could then play in it. So it sort of leaves me behind on that.
But what you're saying is you want to play Spelljammer.
Yes.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard her say.
I heard that too. All right.
Well, we might do some Spelljammer stuff. I need to pick up the book and check it out. So
you've got 5 minutes to create a Spelljammer one shot for Artemisia while we take this break.
Geez.
Go.
Hang on. Be right back.
Yeah. We'll be right back after this quick break. See you soon.
Don't go away.